Hi, this is Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. Today we're going to take a look at this residential application. So here we have a patio deck, and it's got a beautiful view looking over a lake out front of this on the right hand side over here. And as you can see here, we have a couple of lounge chairs, and we have rather tall ceilings. I think this is 15 feet tall. We have some light fixtures up here in the ceiling. Also these beams, we need to be aware of those. There's a door back here. I'm not sure if it opens or closes inside or outside. So I have it set up for outside right now, but I think it actually probably closes on or opens on the inside rather. Other than that, let's go ahead and just look at the drawing I have here. So dimensions, I'll put some quick dimensions on here. The lower section here I have at 12 feet 2 inches. The upper area here I have at 15 feet. We have some doors that open. Actually these are sliding doors, so they will slide left and right. And I have the there's a window up here, and I have the top edge of the window at about 11.7, and the doorway about 8'4" is an approximate. And let's go here. We got 17 feet 9 inches this way, and approximately I'll just call it 11 feet deep here. Okay. So the customer really wants to preserve their view looking out this way here, and so they're asking for some heaters to be placed up against this wall. Now they asked for a slimline unit. Slimline units are great heaters, but in this particular application we're trying to get the heat down here towards the seating area, and the height of the mounting is rather high for this particular 4,000 watt unit. As you can see here, I actually have the clearances on here. Let's see if I can put the bottom clearance on here. So you can see here, this is the reason why I have it with the extended brackets. I think these are 8-inch extension brackets, longer, 8 inches longer I believe than the standard. And that's because we have a clearance that we need to meet from the wall edge here. I don't want to overheat the glass. I don't want to I want to make sure I meet the clearances combustibles. And glass isn't a combustible, but it does expand and contract unevenly. And if the ray was to hit it at this particular edge on a cold night, it's going to expand the glass down below unevenly from what the temperature is of the glass above. So that's one thing we have to be concerned about. You can see here we meet the clearances on above, so that's not an issue at all. It's just this lower clearance here. And then of course I have it at 45-degree angle. I'm not able to really project that heat ray where I want it. Now this is infrared light waves that travels through. It doesn't matter whether it's gas or electric heater. If it's infrared or true infrared, the light wave will travel. It'll stretch and bend and expand and travel and slow down as it goes through space. So technically this will be hit, but according to the manufacturer's ideal application, this distance from the heater at the top here, let's say, out to this edge here is about 8 feet, and that's the ideal installation height. So this is where the most ideal amount of heat will be produced. And so I don't want to fool a customer in saying that this is going to be a great application in this method here. So that would be one idea. Another idea would be to place a 6,000 watt unit up along the ceiling area, again meeting the clearances. So we got the clearance above, and I believe we have that met, and then also the clearance below. and that's why I have it 18 inches off of this wall. Technically I had it 18 inches with the heater pointed straight down, and then after I mounted the unit up here, I went ahead and changed the angle. I think I got about 10-degree angle here. So again, ideally this heater should be placed about 10 feet off the ground, and so the footprint here is the ideal footprint, and you can see that it just is missing the seating position, properly. So it would be nice if we could either lower this heater, or another option would be to, and I'm afraid of doing this, but place another unit out here so we can have some overlapping rays. Now, the reason why I say I'm afraid of doing this is because this beautiful view, you have this viewpoint here. Let me just turn off this ray for a moment. So you have this viewpoint here, and yeah, you will see that heater up here. Now this window is framed, and so it might not be as obtrusive as my image here shows, but of course it's going to take away from that a little bit. But it would be a nice application with the 2 units like this. These are both 6,000 watt units. One other thing I wanted to mention that I hadn't before is, this is a sorry about that. This is a hilltop type of application. So as air moves across the hillside, it's pretty low down here where the down on the right side here where the lake is, and as the wind comes across or towards the face of a structure like this, it comes up the hill, it compresses, and it actually builds up in speed. So you do have some offsetting of that element, cold air, hitting your body. And human beings being three-dimensional, it always feels much nicer to have heat coming from different parts or different areas rather than just one way. Kind of like standing in front of a fireplace, you feel the warmth on the front side if you're facing it, and you got to turn around to feel the warmth again on the other side. So with 2 units like this, you're going to have a much more comfortable arrangement. So let me just turn that off here. So that's kind of what it's going to look like here. And we got a good range of cover. I just have it basically centered between these 2 beams here. Now these aren't technically to a drawing, this is just to an image, so it could be off a little bit, a few inches, but that's not going to be that big of an issue as long as you center the heaters between the beams. And of course I just put the heaters so that it's kind of central between the lights and the outside edge. And of course this again was that 18-inch clearance that I spoke of earlier. So in any case, there you have it. I think this would be a really good application. Now if you did decide to just place the 1 unit here, for instance, yes, it will be fairly decent, but there will be cold nights that with the wind blowing, this one just can't manage that type of environment. So that's why I'm kind of pushing towards having the 2nd unit up there. But in any case, thank you for watching. If this has helped you, give us a thumbs up. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application, feel free to give us an email at support@patioheat.com. I'm Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and patioheat.com. Thank you and have a great day.